she overheat or what? Oh, son of a bitch! Heel! No luck with these self-driving cars. My friggin' accordion was in there.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. In case you need further evidence that what is happening right now in our country is simply the humiliation of the American people, our military, our strength, our power, our dollar, and everything that made this country great, please look no further than this tweet from Joint Base Charleston. Hard to believe this is actually real, but it is. Joint Base Charleston, the actual literal Air Force base, is asking for the American public to help locate an F-35 stealth fighter jet that was involved in a mishap in the afternoon. The pilot ejected safely. If you have any information that may help the recovery team locate the most sophisticated and secretive aircraft on planet Earth, please call our operations center. The last known position and its coordination with the FAA are focusing our attention on Charleston around Lake Monterey and Lake Marion. Oh yeah. Oh baby. We know who got it. Has anyone checked Ukraine? Yeah, this is real. Authorities are searching for a missing F-35 plane after a Marine pilot ejected. So how did they miss, how do they miss where the plane is? Well, it's a stealth fighter that is apparently flying on autopilot right now. So it could be anywhere. Could be above your house. Could be above my house. Could be copulating with the Chinese spy balloon. Who knows? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? What would that baby look like? South Carolina Military Air Base has appealed to the public's help in finding a missing Marine Corps fighter aircraft after its pilot ejected. So the pilot jumped out of the plane, and now the plane is flying around on autopilot. So this is humiliating. The plane is worth $80 million per, and nobody knows where it is. So we have no idea where our own aircraft is. This is the headline from Zero Hedge. How do you lose an F-35? U.S. military can't find stealth jet. How do you lose an F-35, says Nancy Mace. How there's no tracking device? We're asking the public to, what, find a jet and turn it in? On Sunday afternoon, Joint Base Charleston in North Charleston was working with the Marine Corps Air Station in Beaufort to locate an F-35. There were no immediate crash reports. The fact that $140 million stealth jet disappeared without any reports of the crash means it might have gone down in a sparsely populated area. The DoD is saying that the F-35 was put on autopilot prior to the ejection, so it's probably still flying around. The F-35 could likely travel hundreds of miles without its pilot. Historically, an aircraft without a pilot can fly a long way on autopilot. The Washington Post quoted Jeremy Huggins, a spokesman for Joint Base Charleston, saying the F-35's transponder was not working for some reason that we haven't yet determined or dreamed up, for PR reasons. Joe Biden's Pentagon can't find a freaking F-35 jet, but don't worry, they know exactly where our money is going in Ukraine. Yeah. So, something weird is happening here. I'm not a military man. I have some real heroes who are in my direct family who served in both theaters in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the global war on terror. They are texting me independently saying something strange is happening, that this isn't normal. A stealth jet's transponder just stopped working. The pilot ejected from a plane that was still capable of flying on autopilot mode, but they can't track the F-35 because its transponder didn't work and it's a stealth jet. Why would the pilot eject if the plane could still fly? Something is wrong with this story. The members of the military in my direct family are saying that something's amiss here. Something's very weird. Now, we know that China has crisscrossed our country with spy balloons. And we also know that there have been multiple military members who've been working as spies for China. Could this potentially be one of them? I mean, it is bewildering to see news reports like this. This is what the local news report, this has been shared widely, said in South Carolina.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Military officials say they're responding to a, quote, mishap involving an F-35 fighter jet. Officials say the pilot of an F-35 Lightning II ejected from the jet and landed safely, but the search is on now for the missing F-35. They don't know where it is and are asking the public for help. Publicly available flight data shows sled flying over Lake Moultrie near Charleston. Joint Base Charleston at 843-963-3600.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, it is a practice in humiliation. So what is happening right now? Well, there are unconfirmed reports that this F-35 may have landed in Cuba. That same Cuba where the Chinese have now set up a brand new spy station, a massive spy station 90 miles off the American coast. Now, these are unconfirmed, and of course the internet is famous for having incorrect information on it. Breaking unidentified F-35 lands in Havana. The Cuban government has not yet released any information. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. It is an embarrassment to our entire country. If you need a reminder why the taxes are so high, here are 80 million more. People are obviously making memes about this online.
Have you seen my F-35? Have you seen my F-35?
Good news just in. The missing F-35 fighter jet that went missing yesterday has now been found in Ukraine. The Biden administration reports that the story was a misunderstanding and that the jet was actually donated to Ukraine. Watch.
It was basically saying, Indians, come with me, we'll take care of you, everything will be good. And the Indian looks at John Wayne and says,
okay, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but the jet has been found among the rest of the billions of dollars of U.S. military equipment in Ukraine.
All right. So this is obviously Damani. He's one of my favorite memers. He's really good. You should follow his account. The practice in humiliation continues. The memes are getting good. Just bought one of these in case I find the missing jet. A net from Greg. Pro tip for the Biden-run Air Force: put a simple iPhone on each of the $85 million jets and activate Find My iPhone feature. Solved. Good job, Mike Huckabee. Sorry, guys. I'll put it back when I'm done. Says Lectern Guy. The actual Lectern Guy from January 6th. Here's what we know. One of the most sophisticated jets in the world is still missing. F-35 was left in a zombie state. The pilot ejected. 2 fighter jets were flying side by side when the incident took place. For unknown reasons, the jet's transponder isn't working. The incident took place over North Charleston. The jet's range is 1,200 miles. Nobody knows how much fuel was in the jet at the time of the ejection. And the search for the jet is now focused in this area 50 miles north of Charleston. So, again, it's a practice in humiliation. That's what this is. This is a practice in the embarrassment of our military, the embarrassment of our military under the feckless leadership that is far more interested in the diversity of the pilots and their skin color than the quality of the pilots, obviously. And a military that is openly encouraging the communist Chinese to infiltrate it and to utilize all resources available to steal all of our military tech in the build-up to an eventual war with China, where these kind of tools will be our only advantage because we won't have numbers, and we certainly won't have the rest of the globe on our side, and our allies are totally feckless and worthless, like the allies that we have around the world, as is obvious in the war in Ukraine. And so what's left? Well, I suppose our technological and innovative advantage, and that tech is now being stolen. Presumably, what other options are left here? The tech's being stolen. Like, somebody's going to have to prove to me the spy balloons that China flew over our country were taking sophisticated imagery of all of our Air Force bases. Why wouldn't they just steal an airplane? Why not just steal an airplane? Somebody's going to have to... Occam's razor here. This is the most logical conclusion to come to. Somebody's going to have to explain to me that this didn't happen for me to assume otherwise. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to end communism and not to allow these communists into our military to steal our tech and to defeat us in an eventual world war and humiliate us further, then I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you. See you.